Welcome to the Online Digital Marketing Podcast. We'll be discussing marketing strategies, trends, and tips that will help your business succeed in the digital age. Every episode, we'll be interviewing industry professionals and providing valuable insights on how to leverage digital tools for maximum engagement and ROI. Don't forget to subscribe so you can stay up to date on the latest trends in online marketing.
Welcome back to the Deep Dive. You are here because you need a shortcut to being well-informed about high-performance business strategy.
And today we're diving into a big one.
A huge one. Chet Holmes' foundational work, The Ultimate Sales Machine. And look, this isn't just about selling.
No, not at all. It's really a blueprint for turning your entire business into an engine for predictable growth.
And the core idea, the thing that underpins everything we're about to talk about, is actually kind of funny.
What's that?
That lasting success is, it's boring.
Right. It doesn't come from chasing some flashy new idea every week.
Exactly. It comes from mastering a really small set of important foundational actions.
I love that framing, boring success, because you're right. Most people are out there looking for the magic hack.
And Holmes just insists that what you really need is implementation. The grit to just execute the basics. Relentlessly. He has this wonderful phrase for it.
Pigheaded discipline and determination.
That's the one.
Precisely. So, our mission in this deep dive is to really distill the core mechanisms that make this machine run.
Okay.
We're going to show you how to guard your time with the Big Rocks principle, how to professionalize your whole team through mandatory practice.
And then how to attract customers by becoming a trusted educator.
Exactly. And finally, how to focus all that energy on the highest impact clients using the Dream 100 strategy.
It sounds comprehensive. So let's start where every system has to begin.
With time.
With time. You've got to find the time to actually do all of this. So let's unpack Holmes's first mandate. You have to guard your time like it's the most valuable resource you have.
Because it is. Think about the daily friction, the constant pull of your inbox, those, quick questions from team members.
The little administrative things that just pop up.
All of it. Those small tasks, they feel necessary, but if you let them run your schedule, they completely overwhelm the things that actually matter.
The high leverage activities.
The things that close deals and generate profit, yeah.
I see this all the time. People end their day, they're exhausted, but they haven't actually moved the needle on their biggest goals.
That is the classic trap. And Holmes offers some simple, almost brutally simple, rules for time protection.
So what's rule number one?
Before you even start your week, identify your few key tasks, your big rocks. These are the 2 or 3 actions that, if you get them done, will make the biggest difference.
For a salesperson, that's probably prospecting. For a CEO, maybe strategic planning.
Could be. But the real discipline, and this is the hard part, comes with rule number 2.
Which is blocking the time.
Absolutely. You have to put those tasks on your calendar first. Treat them like unbreakable appointments.
No email, no social media, no interruptions.
And then rule number 3 just follows from that. You have to learn to say no, or at least later, to everything else that isn't a big rock.
This is where that famous jar analogy comes in, right? It makes it so tangible.
It's so memorable. Imagine your week is an empty jar. The big rocks are those crucial money-making tasks. The sand is all the small stuff, the emails, the little admin tasks.
Right.
If you pour the sand in first, the jar looks full, but you'll never fit the big rocks in.
But if you put the big rocks in first,
the sand just sifts right into the gaps around them. Everything fits.
The psychological difficulty there is huge, though. Saying no to that email notification that just popped up, it feels urgent, even if it's not important.
It does. So beyond the calendar block, he talks about efficiency habits. One is touch things once.
Explain that.
When you open an email or look at a task, you deal with it then and there. Act on it, file it, or delete it. Don't let it sit there and become something you have to think about over and over again.
So the key takeaway for time is pretty simple. Plan your day around a very short list of top tasks, and then just maintain that pig-headed discipline.
You got it. You can't build a machine if the operator's constantly distracted.
That makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
But even with perfect time management, if the people running the plan aren't skilled, I imagine the system still breaks down.
Oh, absolutely. Which leads us right to internal mastery and nonstop training.
Right. Holmes is so emphatic about this. Training can't be a sporadic, once-a-year event.
No. Because most people, even your best people, they don't practice on their own. Skills get rusty.
So leaders have to make it mandatory.
Mandatory. A regular weekly practice session. Just part of the job.
And we're not talking about watching motivational videos, are we? What does this practice actually look like?
It has to be hands-on. It's role-playing. You use the sessions to practice specific high-stakes situations.
Like live calls or
Yeah.
handling tough customer objections.
Exactly. You keep it fun, but you also keep it serious.
Yeah.
Like a sports team practicing before a championship game. You want your team ready for any curveball.
I love his idea of workshop meetings, 'cause so many company meetings are just complaining about problems.
Right. A workshop meeting actively solves them. Let's say your sales team is struggling with price objections. In the workshop, you role-play that exact scenario. Then you critique it, you rewrite the script together, and you practice the new version until it's seamless.
And this feeds into the structure he recommends for all effective meetings.
Yeah.
The 3 Ps.
The 3 Ps, yeah. Planning, procedures, and policies. This is how you make improvements permanent.
Let's break that down.
Okay. Planning is about the immediate steps, the agenda for next week's focus. Procedures means you document the change, that new sales script. You write it down. It's now the standard.
And policies.
Policies are the new rule. For instance, all first-round follow-up calls must happen within 4 hours. That documentation is how you scale.
You move from just individual effort to a real system.
And that system is only as good as the talent you have in the room. Holmes is clear. One great team member is worth several average ones.
So how do you hire the superstars?
You have to hire like a demanding coach. Don't look at the resume first. Look for character traits.
Like drive,
Yeah.
grit.
Drive, grit, pride in what they've achieved, and real empathy for the client. And then you have to ask them to show you their skills, not just talk about them.
Give them a mini problem to solve or something.
Exactly. See them in action under a little bit of pressure. You hire for those inherent qualities, and then you relentlessly train them for the skills.
So you find a star, you reward them for big results, but you also give them clear goals and structured feedback.
You're investing in their mastery. It's a long-term play.
Okay, moving from internal mastery to the outside world. Let's talk market strategy. This, for me, is one of the most brilliant ideas in the book. Marketing by education.
It is fascinating, isn't it? Because most companies are dedicating, 100% of their marketing resources to chase a tiny sliver of the actual market.
You're talking about the buyer's pyramid.
The buyer's pyramid, yeah.
Yeah.
Let's break it down. Picture 100 people who could potentially use your service.
Okay, 100 people.
Only about 3 of them are ready to buy today. Actively looking, maybe 7 more thinking about it, kind of doing some research.
So that's 10%. What about the other 90?
The other 90 are not thinking about it yet. They might not even fully realize they have a problem that you can solve.
And the competition for those top 3 to 10 people must be just brutal.
Incredibly expensive. Everyone.
So it's a long-term investment in filling your pipeline with warm leads who already see you as the authority.
Exactly. And that approach should infuse all your marketing, your ads, your emails, your website. The message should always stand out, tell a clear story, and yes, still include a call to action.
But the call to action isn't buy now.
It's learn more. It's an invitation to get more education. You're earning their attention with value.
Earning attention, especially from the clients who matter most, is the perfect lead-in to the next concept.
The Dream 100.
The Dream 100. Because not all customers are created equal. Who should we be focusing all this pig-headed persistence on?
This is maybe the most famous concept in the book. It's a very specific list of your top 50 to 100 ideal customers.
Not just any customers.
No. These are the accounts that, if you landed them, would genuinely transform your business. The game changers.
And most companies, what they call these clients once or twice, get a no and just give up.
They do. Holmes demands a totally different approach. He outlines a strategy where you reach out to every single person on that list. Not once, but repeatedly.
How many times?
Maybe 12 to 18 times over the course of a year, using creative, high value, and respectful touches.
Creative touches. What are we talking about here? How do you break through that clutter?
You're not cold calling them, you're sending them value. It might be a personalized letter with a short educational video about their industry. It could be a small, relevant gift tied to a high-level report.
An invitation to an exclusive webinar, maybe.
Perfect example, something focused purely on industry solutions, not on selling your product. Every single touch point has to be a moment of value.
So the goal isn't the sale on the first contact.
No. The goal is just to stay top of mind. to build brand awareness and prove your value until that decision maker goes from, who is this, to, oh yeah, I know them, they're the expert on X.
You're playing the long game.
You're building a relationship, maybe years before a transaction ever happens. It takes that discipline. But if you keep showing up with value for the people who can change your business,
the doors eventually open.
they do.
Okay, so we've covered time, training, marketing by education, and focusing on the Dream 100. To bring this all home, Holmes insists none of it matters if you leave the execution up to chance.
You need systems. All systems go.
The ultimate sales machine is fundamentally about building something repeatable.
Right. You can't just rely on a few rock star salespeople to go out there and wing it. Every step of the process has to be documented.
So what does that sales system look like? What are the steps everyone has to follow?
It has to cover the full cycle. Finding leads, making contact, asking those deep, problem-defining questions.
Presenting the solution.
Handling objections, closing the deal, and then the follow-up. Every team member has to know those steps cold.
And this is where scripts and checklists come in.
Yeah.
They sometimes get a bad rap for sounding robotic.
They do, but that's if they're used badly. The goal of a checklist isn't to sound fake. It's to ensure consistency.
To make sure no important step gets missed, especially under pressure.
Exactly. And that's why you use constant role-playing. You practice the system until it becomes second nature, so the team can perform it consistently, but still with a human touch.
So the system is like a recipe. A good one should produce the same result, even when the head chef isn't in the kitchen.
That's the definition of a machine. It relies on structure, not on individual heroics.
And the entire thing is powered by that one final ingredient, which brings us full circle.
Pig-headed discipline.
It's not complex. It's just hard because it demands consistency every single day.
It does. And to enforce it, you have to measure what matters. Pick a few key numbers, calls made, meetings booked, deals closed, and review them constantly.
Reward what's working and fix what's not.
And you do that over and over until mastery just becomes second nature.
So to synthesize this whole deep dive, it really comes down to 4 pillars.
4 pillars. First, prioritize your time with the big rocks. Second, demand mandatory weekly practice to build skills.
Third, win trust through education-based marketing for the entire buyer's pyramid.
And fourth, apply relentless, systematic persistence, especially toward your Dream 100.
It's a powerful blueprint, a real reminder that winning teams don't rely on luck. They build systems and they commit to them.
Absolutely. So, we've laid out the blueprint for the machine. Now for your challenge.
Okay.
Instead of just thinking about these strategies, we want you to choose just one idea and implement it this week.
Don't wait.
Don't wait. Schedule one role-playing session with your team, or right now, start a list of your Dream 25 ideal clients and draft the first educational piece you're going to send them.
You have to take this deep dive and turn the knowledge into guided pig-headed implementation.
Start small, but be disciplined. That is how you begin to build your own ultimate machine.
That is the perfect way to end it. Thank you for joining us on the deep dive.
We'll catch you next time.
Ready to take your online business to the next level? Subscribe to our digital marketing podcast and then join our Accountability for Success Mastermind. With expert advice from industry leaders, you'll gain knowledge and insights that will help you succeed in today's digital marketing world. From social media strategies to search engine optimization, we have all the tools you need. Learn from successful entrepreneurs and take control of your online success. Join the Accountability for Success Mastermind now at bit.ly/AFSM podcast.